Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to Go Line, brought to you by ARM Pensions. My name is Tega Onojaife, and today on this show, we are going to be talking about the heartbreaks, the disappointments, the excitements, the goals, the tackles, the red cards. But before we do all that, we are also going to be giving away 5,000 Naira vouchers to participants from our audience on this show. We've trolled, we've bantered, we've talked on social media, but one fan today sticks up his neck to try and be the coach of the Super Eagles from here in Lagos. His name is Ade Ojedokun, CIO ARM Pensions. Welcome to the show.
Thank you very much, and thanks for having me.
Today we are going to. Did you troll on social media?
Yeah, I did.
Okay, so today you're going to be the one on the hot seat.
Yes.
You're going to tell us the formation.
That's fine.
Give us the personnel that you'd prefer to start for the Super Eagles. But we'll do all of that only after this break.
Today, we're going to talk about a very important decision. Are you ready? You study hard, get out of school, and get a job. What do you do next?
Before uncle, you fall in party.
Well, that's true, but that's not the first important decision you make. This decision is one you make today for a better tomorrow.
Family planning, Abi.
What does that have to do with your first job?
They there now. See, as I fall in the work, money go come show. After one, woman go show. Then pikin go show. Another pikin go come show. And another one. Before you know, pikin don't full everywhere. Money don't finish.
Good point. But this is before all that.
Before picking and party.
Yes. The first decision you should make once you get a job is to choose a reliable pension fund administrator like ARM Pensions, who will keep your monthly contributions safe and growing till you're ready to retire.
Tomorrow is a better day.
Okay. So when I retire now, they go come they give me my money back plus interest to take enjoy my life. I'm more paro.
Now, back to family planning.
Bros, now what for you?
Welcome back to Go Line, brought to you by ARM Pensions. I'm still Tega Onojaife, and I still have Ade in the house. But today, he's not in management, he's a sports pundit. We've seen the standings right now. Nigeria didn't start off very well. Neither did Argentina, so that's the good news. But Croatia topped that group. And at this particular point in time, we want to talk about the Super Eagles. Now, Coach Gernot Rohr has said that Nigeria is going to beat Iceland and Argentina to qualify for the next round. Can we do this, and how?
I think we can. I actually think we can. There are two things we didn't get quite right. In my opinion, the formation wasn't right. I also think the personnel wasn't right. I think we didn't put the round holes, the round pegs in the round holes.
Who would you put where?
Okay, that's good. That's good. Let's start with the formation.
Yes.
I think he played 4-2-3-1. I wouldn't play 4-2-3-1. I would actually play 4-4-2.
Okay.
That's the formation that we've played from time immemorial. We are used to that formation.
Okay.
That's number one. Number two, he played Mikel Obi as an attacking midfielder. The last time Mikel Obi played that position was about 12, 13 years ago.
Except for Nigeria.
You should play Mikel Obi as a defensive midfielder, not as an attacking midfielder.
Marino said something like that. He said Nigeria lost a good 6 to get a bad 10. So he should know.
I agree with that. So, so if we talk about the formation, so what would I have as my back four? My back four pretty much remains the same. Although I would change Mr. Shehu.
I totally agree.
I would change Mr. Shehu.
I would
put
Ebuehi.
That's who I would put there. And that's the four. I actually think the defense didn't do too bad. Remember that the goals were not, normal run of play. They were set places. So we just need to make sure that we fix that. So I'm happy with that. Now, for the four that I would put, I would go Moses. I would go Etebo. I would go Mikel probably. And Ndidi.
Okay, you switch both of them.
And then I would go Nwobi. The important thing for me is that if I play Mikel or Ndidi, they should sit. They should sit.
Okay, and Etebo
Yes,
can go.
and Etebo can go forward. And so what you will then have at the front is that you would have a Henacho, and then you would have a Gallo to support him.
Okay, so because Iheanacho was complaining about being alone up front, and some people were saying, look, why don't you give him somebody to support? So you think that Iheanacho and Igalo up front will give us the goals that we need?
Yes, I think so. I think if you look at the game, sometimes Igalo looked lost. And also, from my opinion, a striker who plays the manner in which Igalo plays sometimes needs a sidekick that he can play off, and then he can.
That's a good one. But we're talking about the game against Iceland. We know that they're very solid defensively.
Yeah.
Nothing goes through their middle.
Yeah.
Now, if you're going to use the wings, I can understand. For me, Victor Moses, yes, very good on the wings. Iwobi is not so good on the wings. Against Iceland, you can't do anything. Aerially, they're very solid because they're also tall. How are we going to break this down?
I wouldn't play the Ahmed Musa. And there's a reason why I wouldn't play Ahmed Musa. He's got the speed. I'm actually concerned about the accuracy of his delivery. And I think in a competition such as the one that we're in, and because of our position, you must take advantage of every opportunity that you have. That is why I wouldn't play him. I would kind of play Iwobi. Iwobi would come in and go out. Remember, he does that for his club.
For his club.
He does that for his club.
He would switch positions every opportunity he has. Okay, so do you think, honestly, that Nigeria can make it out of this group?
Of course. if we make the changes that we've just talked about, if we make those changes, I think we will beat Iceland. And then we go to Argentina as with a crunch match. And I think, Argentina, we should go defensive and then hit them on the break.
Yeah, because
remember, Argentina is just as desperate as we are.
Exactly, under the same pressure. All right, on that note, let's move to something else. Coach has said that the reason why Egypt crashed out was because Mo Salah was injured. That if he had had Mo Salah throughout training and maybe also in the first match, that they won't have crashed out. Do you think that Egypt's loss was centered fully around Salah's injury?
Yes, I think so, and I think the reason why I think so is I think it's a two-edged sword. I think it's from a tactical point of view, it's actually wrong to build your team around one player because anything could have happened to that player, and I think we're seeing the results of that now. I mean, even when Mo Salah came on and played against this last game, he wasn't fit, and I think that's the result that you're seeing, and that's what has happened.
So you don't think that their midfield defensively they had problems? Because I mean, for the two goals that Russia scored in quick succession, that 5 minutes of insanity, if you ask me. Yeah. The midfield did not track back. El Neni in particular, for the second goal, his man beat him completely and went on to score goals. So, are you saying if Salah were fit, in spite of that midfield, they would still have done something?
Yes, and I'll tell you why. I think they were overcompensating for Salah. If you look at Salah when Salah was fit, Salah could play a lone striker on his own, and you would not need a midfield to come and compensate for him. But I actually felt that during that game, there was the element of overcompensation. So they were going to the front with him to help him out. And that was what created that gap, yes.
All right, so now let's take a very quick break. When we come back, we'll be talking about our knowledge on the game, exactly how much do we really know, and then the 5,000 Naira gift vouchers for all you listeners. We'll be right back. And we are back on Go Line, brought to you by ARM Pensions. I still have Ade Ojedoku, the CIO of ARM Pensions, and today he's a football pundit. So let's test this knowledge, because you were bulldozing us anyhow.
Yes.
We don't want to be bamboozled. We want to be sure that this is the real deal. So let's take this to Brazil now.
Okay.
Neymar limped out of training this week, and the Coutinho came out to say that, look, even without Neymar, we can still walk the magic trick. Even if with Neymar, they did draw 1-1 with Switzerland. What do you think?
Neymar, for me, may not be injured. I think you need to take a note of that.
He likes to.
He may not be injured. He play acts. Sometimes I actually think Neymar is Brazil's nemesis. He holds on to the ball for too long. For me, he should release the ball quicker, particularly when you have aggressive teams playing against you.
That's what I was going to bring. You play a Coutinho, you play a Neymar, and they kind of play in the same wing. Isn't that the problem? Isn't that a problem trying to get both of them play together. Why don't you push Neymar up further front?
Interesting point that you make. But Neymar has a free role. The coach gives Neymar almost the freedom to go anywhere. Sometimes he comes to the back to pick up the ball, which is fine. It's fine with me. I just think that sometimes he should release the ball quicker.
Okay, on that note, let's move on to another country that people say are also dependent on one man, Harry Kane. So team players have come out to say that regardless of Harry Kane, they'll still score goals. They're not that dependent on Harry Kane's goals. But Harry Kane scored the 2 goals that they needed to win against Tunisia.
You know what? The Harry Kane saga is an interesting one. England is actually not a one-man team. I'll tell you why. You have Welbeck, you have Rashford, you have Jamie Vardy. They're not a one-man team.
Yeah, but how many times have those guys come through? I'm not counting friendlies. Friendlies,
Yes.
England can look in friendlies. England has wings.
Yes.
So all the English players just come out and shine.
Yes.
But when it comes to cup tournament,
Yes.
on the day they had chances against
Yes.
Tunisia, but it was only Harry Kane's goals that changed it.
I agree with you. It was Harry Kane's goals, but it could easily have been Vardy's goals. It could easily have been Rashford's goals. I actually think that they're playing smart. They're playing smart. I think the focus is going to be on Kane. And what will happen is they will bring in the other strikers. And those other strikers can do equally devastating work against your opponents.
Rashford?
Yeah.
Vardy, I understand, but Rashford?
Yeah. I get that.
Okay, let's leave that and talk about Africa.
Okay.
Africa, this tournament has been mixed fortunes, but Senegal, the shining light. Senegal's victory, do you think it was down to Poland being poor or down to Senegal being good?
For me, it's a mixture of both. I think Senegal were organized. They were organized. And I think the very first thing that you must get right as a team in this competition is organization. I don't think Poland played to their strengths either.
I like the way you come through this test.
Thank you. Thank you.
Remember, you can hashtag at goal line to get your comments in through to us. This week, we have 5,000 Naira to give everybody. Now, you have only one simple job. You see that phone that you're using to watch us right now? Turn it around. Take a picture of yourself in your World Cup moment. Remember, you have to be in the photo, in your World Cup moment. Post it on Twitter, hashtag GoLine, and the picture with the most tweets or the most likes will win the 5,000 Naira. So, get to doing that, and we'll take a quick break. When we come back, we'll be taking predictions. Crystal ball moment. This is our crystal ball moments. We're back, and we're going to be talking predictions about big games. So, Ade, you're on the hot seat now.
Yes.
Let's look at that crystal ball. Rub
Yes.
it and tell us. Senegal faces Japan, who also won their first group game. First of all, outcome of that match, scoreline only. And then will Senegal come out of this group?
Senegal 2, Japan 1. And Senegal will come out.
Senegal will top the group?
Yes.
Okay. Another country that disappointed us, I must talk about that. Germany. First game, lost to Mexico. They play Sweden next. Scoreline.
Germany 3, Sweden 1.
Bold. That's what I said about Germany, Spain. We know how that turned out. On that note, I want to thank everybody that has sat around to watch us. Remember, you can continue watching us every week. We'll be publishing our videos. Follow us up on social media. Take those pictures, take those videos, hashtag GoLine, put it up, get as many retweets, as many likes for a chance to win a 5,000 Naira voucher. I want to say thank you very much to
Thank
Ade.
you.
On that note, we're saying bye for now. Till we see you again next week. My name is Tega Onojaife.